Hello, Warbirders, and welcome to the Warbirdmas season. What? You don't know about this holiday? This year, the Warbirdmas season opens up with the release of Disney Plus's The Shepherd, then continues with the traditional gift-giving of fighter and bomber models, books, t-shirts, mugs, and posters. Finally, the season culminates in the release of Masters of the Air on January 26, 2024. It promises to be a very fruitful holiday season indeed. So here is just a quickie episode to kick off the season with a short review of the short film, The Shepherd. I watched it yesterday, and I've already fangirled a little bit with a couple of other Warbirders, and so here are my thoughts. I've always found it interesting that ghost stories find their way into the Christmas tradition. I probably first noticed it listening to It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year by Andy Williams. There's that line about scary ghost stories that seems to run against the whole candy cane, Coco, Rudolph, and Santa industrial complex. I mean, ghosts are a Halloween thing. But then there's the ghosts in A Christmas Carol, and I have to watch the 1951 Alastair Sims version every single year. There's more of a tradition of scary Christmas stories in Europe, but even in North America, we've still got the Grinch, who at least starts off as a scary monster like Grendel robbing the Who's. And then Tim Burton got on board with Jack Skellton and The Nightmare Before Christmas. So a Christmas ghost story is definitely a thing. The Shepherd is essentially the story of a young RAF pilot, Freddie, played by Ben Ratcliffe, who is just trying to get home for Christmas from his base in Europe in the closing days of 1951. Tone and mood are captured beautifully through music, the cinematography, and the loving portrayal of the story by the actors. We feel that Freddie is excited to get home, but we also feel that he is thrilled to be flying this night. We see it through his loving caress of his vampire fighter during his walk-around, and perhaps even more when he is lined up on the flare path, ready to go, with the velvety night sky ahead of him sprinkled with a million sparkles of stars. And then he slides the throttle forward, and the man and the machine climb out on the takeoff. Is there anything more magical than climbing out? 1 minute you were sitting in this clumsy metal groundling, but then, a moment later, you're up and banking away on a wing from the heaviness of the earth below and into the heavens. This is accentuated especially at night, when most distractions are blacked out, and sometimes it feels as if it's just your consciousness lifting up into space. In the film, Freddie is soon alone above the North Sea, and initially it's delightful. It's Christmas Eve, so there's no traffic in the sky and no one cluttering the radio. He has the entire dome of space above to himself, and there's that feeling of being one with the universe. A deck of clouds slides below as he approaches the coast, and then things start to go wrong. And as often happens in aviation, one problem compounds into another, and suddenly Freddie is not just fearful of not making Christmas, but not living to see the next day. There's no traffic in the sky, and no one cluttering the radio, but now it's ominous. The feeling of aloneness and being in peril is captured so well. There's no help for him, and it seems he's going to die utterly alone. Until he spots a Mossy in the clouds up there with him. Yes, Warbird fans, one of our favorites, the de Havilland mosquito, is the Shepherd. I'm not going to tell more than this. Perhaps I've already told too much, but I think a lot of people are already aware of the Frederick Forsyth novella and the story. I've read it, and I've listened to the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation's version of Fireside Owl reading it. I didn't have a Disney Plus subscription, so I bought one just for this, and it was worth it. As long as I don't forget to cancel it in a month. Could someone out there remind me? So, if you watch The Shepherd, please leave a comment on any of the platforms and let me know what you think. And from my home to yours, I'd like to wish you all a very merry Warbirdmas, and the other holidays that just happen to coincide with it. Until next time.